guy in the gym.
Yeah, I know, but he'll be back here on the floor next year.
NHL guy hoping to make his mark in CrossFit. Showed very well this year. Neil Maddox showed best. There is still one competitor out on the floor.
Neil Maddox has just done something on the floor. He's just left his shoes out on the floor and wiped his hands as if to say that he is done. I'm sure this story is going to unfold.
Neil did tell us before these games he had no desire to go back to the main open division. He went to regionals this year because it was fun, and he's content being a master. Is he content with the championship?
You did mention this meant the world to him to get a title. He's done that. And those shoes under the bar and him walking off. Is this the last we see of Neil Maddox in competition at the CrossFit Games? He's put us all into a state of shock.
7 seconds left for Steve Swistak on the other side of the floor from Maddox. But it's all about Neil. Event 11 in the books. Swistak had many of his competitors cheering him on to the finish there. Neil Maddox, for both he and his mom, a CrossFit champion.
He's been such a great competitor over so many years, and if you're going to finish with a sort of event that's in your wheelhouse, thrusters and pull-ups are going to be hit. So to finish this CrossFit Games event with a Fran complex, or a complex Fran you could call it, awesome. But Neil Maddox has just been so dominant over the entire week.
Neil Maddox's shoes on the floor, and Neil Maddox is with Nikki.
I mean, I think we have an idea of what it means. Yeah. The shoes on the floor. I'm getting a little emotional too. What's going on?
That's it. I've devoted a lot of my life to this sport, and I love this sport, but the next evolution is family. I'm getting married, and I want to dedicate myself to getting athletes where I'm at. I have my program, Maddox Method, that I'm going to be putting out to get people where I'm here. I only came out here to train to compete against Sean Ramirez. The guy's a true champion. I take my hat off to him. He pushed all weekend, but he called me out, and I answered the call. I mean, that last workout before this, my back is all messed up, but this last one, I got to go out with a punch, and that's what I did. And I'm just blessed to be here and be able to experience the individual 35 to 39, 40 to 41. I finally did it.
And you said that this whole week wasn't even all for you. This was for your mom, yep. Correct? Yeah.
It's for my mom. You know, this gold medal doesn't go to me. It goes to my family. It goes to my future wife. They're the ones who made this happen. If you have the right people around you and a great support group, anything can happen. And for the first time in my life, I actually have it. And a lot of the cards came together, and I feel so blessed and so thankful.
You know, every time we see you on the floor here, you high-five and shake hands with every volunteer, every person on the staff. You're known for that. Why do you do that? Because without them, they make this happen. All the years I've been here, you have amazing people who devote their time, take away from their family to make it happen for us. And to be out here in the Masters division and these people devoting their time to us, I have to show respect to them. My hat goes out to them. Hat goes off to them because they're the one who make this happen. They make this possible for us to compete and be here every day. So much respect to all the people who are in the blue, yellow, any shirt that is volunteering, because they make this amazing event that much more amazing. You know, congrats on your win and your incredible career. Thank you very much. I mean, you might see me in the 45, but I'm taking some years off to enjoy life and train athletes and get myself recentered. Thank you. Thank you.
It took 8 trips to the CrossFit Games. Neil and Patricia Maddox are CrossFit Games champions. And we may very well have just seen the conclusion of one of the great CrossFit careers in the history of the sport of fitness.
Talk about emotional roller coasters. I know Nikki got a little bit choked up then. What an amazing person, competitor, challenger for the title here. He is just an awesome human being and epitomizes what we want to see in the sport of CrossFit. And the two biggest competitors you're likely to see, we're not just talking stature either, we're talking personalities.
We knew it was going to be a dogfight between those two, Jeremy.
I didn't expect Neil to just say, righto, I've beaten Sean, I'm out of here. That's put in a state of shock. Because I normally know what putting shoes on the floor means, but wow.
We got everything we expected, and the send-off for Neil Maddox.
Someone's still cutting onions here.
The handoff from Ramirez to a great champ. Back inside the age group pavilion, Alliant Energy Center, Madison, Wisconsin. Men's 45 to 49, event number 11. It's Complex Fran, and it is the finale here at the 2018 Reebok CrossFit Games for these gentlemen. Jeremy Austin, Joel Gadet, Nikki Brazier. Complex Fran is Fran with a twist.
Event number 11, and what a way to go out with a bang. We've seen Fran before, but this is a little bit of a twist. 7 bar muscle ups, 7 chest to bar, 7 pull-ups, 21 thrusters, then they'll do 5 of each with 15 thrusters, then 3 of each, 9 thrusters. The weight is 95 pounds, 42.5 kilos, 7-minute time cap, but we've reversed the order from the normal with the workout. Fran, spit it out.
Robert Davis, the defending champion, is in lane 10. Matthew Swift, he's the defending champion for like the last time he was here.
2015, yes. Yeah, they had like a bit of a breakout.
Davis and Swift have each won a crown the last time they competed in this division. They are next to each other. The Italians have shown well too, Silvino and Luzzi. But it's Davis and Swift.
It's like they're almost clones of each other. They're the same size, shape, and they've got almost identical capacities. And I know Matt Swift loves both thrusters and pull-ups, so look for him to go pretty quick.
There has not yet been a back-to-back champion in the men's 45 to 49 bracket. Could it be Robbie Davis? Could Matt Swift restake his claim that he left in 2015?
It's going to be one of them. We know that for sure. Keys to this event, Robbie just having a bit of a spill onto that riser that was just there, but getting this done unbroken is going to be ideal. Matt Swift on the right looking very comfortable at the moment. So 7 bar muscle ups, 7 chest to bars, and then 7 pull-ups. Swift getting it all done in under 35 seconds, so that's going to be quick. Once we get into the back end, we know Fran hurts. This is going to hurt even more after 4 days of competition.
Matt Swift, strength, Olympic lifting. Robbie Davis, longer workouts and chippers.
This is not going to be long, unfortunately.
No. Davis with 7:14, Swift in second. Nathan Lauren has come on strong over the last couple of days. A couple of event wins back-to-back. Hand in the air to signify Swift coming down the home stretch of his first set of thrusters. Advance the bar after 21 of them, and then head back to the rig. So Matt Swift, sitting in second place, is the first man to start his second set of muscle-up, chest-to-bar, pull-ups.
We wanted a battle right to the end. We've had a battle for the last 3.5 days. These guys are going to be battling it out for the next 2.5 minutes.
Now the difference is 28 points. So if Swift wins, but Davis is second,
Davis will take it out.
Yep.
And there doesn't look like there is anyone else within QE of getting in between the two of them.
Matt Swift needs to pop off the bar and start yelling to somebody to speed it up.
Help me out here, friends. Come on.
Julio in lane 13. Let's go. Matt Swift doing his job here in the finale. Event 11, Complex Fran. He was the champ in 2015, took a couple of years off, doesn't compete all that much actually. He thinks, listen, I'm a CrossFit athlete, but I have other interests too. I'm a complete human being and I want to explore all of those things. And granted, CrossFit is about 90% of all of that.
And when you run 2 CrossFit affiliates with his wife, Wendy, who's come over with the trip with him, I'm sure you've got your hands full.
Develop the Masters
seminar. The CrossFit Masters seminar. CrossFit Level 2, Level 1. CrossFit Olympic lifting seminars as well, so he's got plenty on his plate.
Robbie Davis has been in the top 5 3 times in the last 4 years, including the champ a year ago. He talked to us about his motivation. First couple of months after winning last year, he said it was hard to get motivated again. I had accomplished the goal. He's found those juices. Second place after day 1, second after day 2. Finally took first place after day 3. He is in first on the final event. Matt Swift is in first in the event, but Davis atop the leaderboard.
And the only one that could possibly catch Robbie Davis at this point in time is Brent Meyer, but he has got some work to do.
Meyer really swinging on those muscle ups. The fatigue sets in.
That's a big frame to get above the bar as well. Swift killing it.
Matt Swift is done, and he's finished. He's done his work. Now can Robbie Davis come in second? Because if he does, he's gone back to back. Hand in the air, inside 5 reps, Robbie Davis. Champ in 2017, Robbie Davis in 2018.
What a great battle we've seen over the last 4 days of competition. Lead going back and forth. Robbie only getting 1 event win. Matt only getting 1 event win. Brent Meyer finishing up. What a great way to finish for him.
Nathan Lauren has podiumed on a team before, and he came into this in 3rd place. Komorowski was in 4th, finishes behind him.
Geez, not much separated those two, Swift and Davis.
Robbie Davis will be 48 next year as well. He'll have a chance to come back and try for the three-peat.
Let's go again. If his motivation was down for this year, what do you do with 2 of those titles?
Well, 3 sounds nice.
Well, 3. Let's just round it up to 3.
It'll be Davis, Swift, and Lauren here in the 45-49 age division. Wes Schneider in the blue trying to finish strong. The same going for Clint Paddock on his last 9 thrusters. And Bruce Thomas, Mighty Mouse, in lane 3.
Bruce Thomas.
Over the bar and down your lane. And inside the 7-minute cap for Bruce Thomas. There's Jason Miller. It's a good showing for Jason Miller. He's been all over the place in finishes, but as a games rookie, has come in, he's gotten 2 event wins and gives himself a nice foundation going forward. Last rep for Eddie Simpson. And inside 15 seconds to close out the 2018 Reebok CrossFit Games for these men.
10 seconds remaining. We're going to count down.
Schneider is done with his 15s. And that'll do it. Matt Swift pushed the envelope, but he could not catch Robbie Davis.
Very proud Aussie and former winner. And a great finish, 4:01 with complex, Fran. That's nice and quick. It's a great combination of gymnastics movements on that bar, and they went neck and neck. Swift getting an early lead. Robbie having a bit of a stumble on his way through the first set once Swift got out in front. Those almost picture-perfect thrusters that you see from Matt Swift propelling him forward. And the last couple of pull-ups and thrusters hurting a touch. But what a great finish from Matt Swift.
Swift puts himself on the podium. He'll be standing right next to his longtime friend, Robbie Davis. They go 1-2 overall. They go 1-2 in this event. Chris Exaros shows well, finishing 3rd. Former Wisconsin Badger. But Robbie Davis is the man of the hour with Nikki.
It's been a complete battle for almost every event here between you and Matt Swift, and I know that that helps push you to the end. How did you sort of use that to propel you toward the top of the podium?
It was awesome. I mean, coming here this year, I knew Matt was going to be my main guy, another pre-champion, always a solid lifter, just well-rounded guy, a gentleman on top of it, you know. So knowing that, I trained a lot, trying to make sure covered all the holes in my gap.
How much of a goal was back-to-back championships?
It was a tough year, I'm not going to lie. You know, it took a lot to stay focused this year. You know, they say it takes a village. It took a village to keep me on point, and you know, still wanting it is bad. But once you get here, it's just kind of fall into place. Competition brings the best out of you, so.
I know a lot of guys in the division talk about how difficult it is sometimes balancing CrossFit and everything else you've got going on in this stage of life. How difficult was it for you?
Yeah, I mean, I started a new job this year, so less time. I'm not just a owner entrepreneur, so I have a schedule, times to get in, coaching with the gym still. So it was really difficult. I mean, it gave me a whole new perspective of all the guys that have been doing it all this time.
Congratulations on a fantastic week here.
Cheers. Thanks very much. Thanks, guys.
Robbie Davis, first back-to-back crowns in the 45-49 men's masters division. Champion in 2017, champion in 2018.
And a true gentleman as well. He said that about Matt Swift, but Robbie Davis epitomises what we like to see. He's such a humble guy as well. And what a awesome weekend it's been for the 45-49 division. Didn't have a clear leader until this final couple of minutes of the 11th event. And time to put the shirt on now and get the class photo of 2018.
Thank you. Out of CrossFit Bonetail, Robbie Davis. Brent. Lane number 13, Leah Navarro. And lane 14, Teresa Trojanowski. And lane number 15, Nema Demar. Lane number 16, Renata Pimentel. And lane 17, Katrina Leclerc. And lane 18, Chastity Snowden. Early in 5th place with 448 points, Kristen Henry. Lane number 4 with 572 points, Kelly Holm. In 3rd place with 660 points, Elena Falk.
Complex Fran is the task at hand. The final event for the Masters women ages 35 to 39 here at the Age Group Pavilion, Alliant Energy Center, Madison, Wisconsin, the 2018 Reebok CrossFit Games. He's our kilogram converter, Jeremy Austin. Joel Gannett, glad to have you along with us. Nikki Brazier's down on the floor. Tell us about Complex Fran.
Complex Fran. So we're just going to do Fran, but we're going to make it a little bit harder. But we're going to swap the movements around as well. So 7 bar muscle-ups, 7 chest to bars, 7 pull-ups on that rig you see on screen. 21 thrusters, then they'll move back and do 5-5-5. And 15 thrusters, the 3s, and 9 thrusters. The weight for these ladies is super light at 65 pounds. We're talking 29.1 kilos. 7 minutes on the time clock.
Decimals, folks. He's got the decimals in there.
We have to convert down there during the open. It's fun.
Lena Simons, Anna Tobias, your leader in lane 10. Helena Falk, Sam Briggs, looking at the podium. 18 competitors chasing Tobias.
What can you not say about Anna Tobias and what she has done the entire week we've been here? 4 days of competition. 3 individual wins. And she's had 3 second places as well. 3rd place a couple of events ago. But just so consistent over the entire week. Doesn't matter what Mr. Castro has thrown at these athletes. Anna's met the challenge.
Start with the bar muscle-ups. Jeremy, you want to see these ladies go as unbroken as possible.
Oh, it's just going to cut down that time between you and that finish mat, which is where you are going to get majority of points. Number of athletes choosing to come off the bar after the bar muscle-ups and then do the 14 reps unbroken. Samantha Briggs are not choosing that path, or Anna Tobias, surprisingly.
They come off simultaneously. Tobias gets under her barbell first. And Tobias is cycling these 65 pounds. Sam Briggs had a tough start. 15th, 13th, and 7th in her first 3 events. She was 13th after day 1. Then she was 7th. Then she was 3rd. She's now in 2nd place. She was looking to be the first Open Division winner, 2013 Games champion, to grab a Masters crown too. But Anna Tobias gave her a formidable foe, the Olympic gold medalist.
It's funny, we go back to day 2 of competition. Sam Briggs is in 13th still after an event win. And we're going, how do you win an event and stay in 13th?
He almost looked at it and said, how is she ever going to move? And then she continued to grab ones. Here is Tobias, who's been around a long time. This her 6th games. Her best finish was 9th in the year that Briggs won, 2013. The Olympic sailing champion just got a no rep, her chest missing the bar. You have to make contact. Briggs takes advantage of the no rep. Tobias just now getting to the straight pull-ups as opposed to the chest to bar, and Briggs is in front.
So Samantha Briggs has had a fairly good run over the last couple of days. Her last 6 events, first, second, first.
What happened in the swim?
Second.
Yeah, I mean, what?
Well, Anna Tobias got first.
Well, she's a sailor.
The sailor who also swims. Beat her to the punch. But a very unnormal slow start for Samantha Briggs with a 3 consecutive 15ths. But then after that, I'll tell you what, the foot has been down and no stone unturned for Samantha Briggs.
Tobias rolling the bar forward onto her last set. Briggs on your left, Tobias on your right. Helena Falk looking at a podium spot in third in the white, now on the right side of your screen. 3 minutes and change into this 7-minute time cap event. Sam Briggs onto her final set of 9 thrusters. Front squat into a push press.
Sam was probably hoping this was going to be like a triple Fran complex. Something harder. Because she has crushed absolutely everything in the last 2.5 days.
Tobias catching up to her. Briggs over the bar. Sam Briggs, another event W. Dynamite. Days 2, 3, and 4. Kelly Holm pulls out second place. Tobias drops the bar. That's third. And Myra Brent is into the clubhouse as well. Tobias began with a more than 100-point lead. She will be your champion in this division. We're figuring out the rest of the podium. Sam Briggs right behind her. But third becomes interesting. Falk is still on the floor. Holm was in fourth, and she's already finished. And now Navarro comes in and scoring points here with everyone that goes by. Helena Falk finishes. That is a 6th place finish, and with it comes 56 points. Kirsten Pedri. That's 7th. Trojanowski on the left. Delamere on the right.
Jenna Larson and Sarah Scholl. The spearhead rounder, then Sarah Scholl.
Jimena Delamere, the Argentinian. Unofficially, we do have Tobias, Briggs, Falk as our top 3.
Not only do we have that, we have a lot of leg fatigue, so the thrusters, the last thing these athletes want to be seeing at the back end of a 4-day competition.
Jimena is done.
Oh, what a great job in finishing up.
There's just something poetic about ending the CrossFit Games on a thruster.
There's a combo you don't want to see at the end of a competition, or any time really. But at the end of 4 days of competition, just nasty.
Trojanowski trying to get in under the cap. On her last set of 9, she will do so. Hand in the air as she comes down the stretch from her judge. Chastity Snowden. Jenna Larson a finisher. And the time cap proving to be no match for many of these women. That's Delana Snyder in lane 2. And that'll wrap the field.
Samantha Briggs. What a wonderful competitor Samantha Briggs has been over many years. First time we've seen her here in the 35-39 division. She did mention she wants to go back, play with individuals next year. But this is Samantha Briggs' jam. Those awesome bar muscles, getting those hips up nice and high. But Tobias just trailing her early, but it was a no point because Sam Briggs put the foot down and no one was going to catch Samantha Briggs. Her 6th event win, 600 points with Samantha Briggs.
The event win to Briggs Kelly Holm comes in second. Anna Tobias third, but it is the CrossFit Games Championship here in 2018 that goes to Anna Tobias, and she is with Nick.
Such a consistent week to skyrocket you to the top of the leaderboard. Tell me about your training going into this game season in this Masters division in comparison to what we saw from you as an individual.
So we started the season planning on going team. We got team to regionals, and so my training changed a little bit, so we were focusing on kind of team training, and I think in a way the faster, shorter sprint style kind of complemented what I would say would be more my strengths in individual. So putting those together after regionals and training for this kind of really helped develop it.
Nice. Now, we have seen you in a team. We've seen you as an individual. Your first time out on the Masters floor. How did this experience compare?
Everyone is its own, individual thing. But it was awesome. The girls were great, super friendly. The crowd in here was great, cheering everyone on. It was a great time.
I know you are yet again an Olympic hopeful for 2020, so now you'll be sort of balancing your CrossFit training with your sailing training. How do you plan on doing that?
Yeah, so the focus is definitely switching to the 2020 Olympics. Definitely going to keep training CrossFit, keep competing when I can, and as much as I can. I love it, and just got to kind of balance all of it together now.
Will we see you out here again?
Hopefully.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Anna Tobias locks up a CrossFit championship. She leads the way for the women 35-39 at the 2018 Reebok CrossFit Games.
What a great battle we've had over the last 4 days. Like, Tobias was just so consistent. Only 3 event wins, but 4 second-place finishes. But winning isn't only the thing you have to focus on. Consistency, more so the key. And Samantha Briggs having a bit of trouble getting in the country. And once she got here and got settled, 6 event wins, 600 points, but it wasn't enough to hold out our champ, Anna Tobias. Awesome performance.
CrossFit gold and Olympic gold. 2 spots on the mantle for Tobias.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's with my pleasure to crown our champion here in the Masters Women's Division, 35-39. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause with a score of 902 points. Our champion, Anna Tobias. Janet Black. And lane number 19, Sarah Franklin. Lane number 20, Hannah Kavinsky. Back in lane number 13, fifth place going into this event, Karen McAdam. Lane number 12, sitting fourth place, Jessica Martinez.
Just 6 points separate the top two on the leaderboard in the Women's Masters 40-44 leaders event number 11, Complex Fran. It's the finale of the Reebok CrossFit Games 2018 here at the Age Group Pavilion, Alliant Energy Center in Madison, Wisconsin, with Jeremy Austin, Joel Cadet, Nikki Brazier on the floor, along with some barbells, because we've got Complex Fran.
Yeah, we've got a pull-up rig as well. Bit of a swap out with our normal Fran of the pulling movements going first. So we've got 7 bar muscle-ups, 7 chest-to-bar, 7 pull-ups, 21 thrusters. And it is going to be at 65 pounds, so nice and light for these ladies. 5, 5, 5, and 15 thrusters. 3, 3, 3, and 9 thrusters. And about, I reckon, about 4.5 minutes or so. Well under that 7-minute time cap.
Stephanie Roy is your leader for most of the week. She comes in second place. She is in lane 10, chasing down Kelly Friel. She is in lane 11.
What a great battle we've seen over the last couple of days. 2 in particular. Kelly Friel, rookie appearance here at the Masters Division. 2 event wins. Can she make it 3 and make it a rookie title? Or I'm sure Stephanie's got something to say about that.
Friel, a Games rookie, was the 5th seed coming in out of the qualifier. Talked about it this morning. Her goal was just to be 5th. She's got a chance not only to be on the podium, but to be on the top of the podium as long as she defends her turf. Roy now on to the chest to bar.
Thinking back over the last couple of days with Kelly Friel to the left of screen, the high skill gymnastics movements are not her favorite movements. We saw that with the muscle up. We saw that with the handstand push up, but all that other extra stuff she loves doing. This is where Stephanie could really get ahead and stay ahead.
Stephanie Roy on the right. Some 5-6 reps ahead of Friel as she starts her thrusters. Roy won the first ever championship in the 35-39 Masters division a year ago. She did it without an event win. She almost put herself in position to do the same thing again this year, but she did win the chipper yesterday. And if she's going to win back-to-back titles, she likely has to win this event here.
The first portion complete, but she isn't the first heading back. It is going to be McAdam to start the second complex. So this will be 5 bar muscle ups. There will be 5 chest to bars, and McAdam making a very easy work. There's not even a transition at the top of that bar muscle up, so it's no wonder she's out in front. 5 bar muscle up, 5 chest to bar, and then 5 pull up. And looking really easy for Karen McAdam.
Could she be a foil here? Second to Helen Harding in this age division a year ago, lost by 24 points. Depending on where she finishes in the standings and takes some valuable points away, that mixes things up between both Friel and Roy. First place, 4th, 100. Second, 90. Third, 80. And then it becomes an 8-point differential through 6th place.
I really like the way McAdam to the right of screen is popping those hips open before the press happens. You don't want to be starting to press early. So the hip opening first and then the press off the shoulders.
Friel, by the way, is still back at the pull-up rig. There are 9 women ahead of Friel. She cannot afford a 10th place finish here. Not with Stephanie Roy burning. 3 minutes in. On to her final round here, Roy. Friel is in all kinds of trouble.
Now that fatigue starting to kick in for Stephanie. On those, I think she's got 1 bar muscle up remaining. But the thing is, all she has to do is stay ahead of Kelly Friel.
Now transitions to chest to bar. 3 of those into a regular pull-up. She failed on the last. So 1 more chest to bar. And now 3 pull-ups.
You say it like it's going to be easy, but their grip strength is absolutely smoked.
McAdam wins. She entered in 5th place. Stephanie Roy, she came in 6 points back. Hand in the air. Stephanie Roy. Kimden drops her ball. Roy tripped. Kimden gets in 2nd. Roy is 3rd. 80 points for Stephanie Roy. Will that be enough?
And now Jen Dieter will run across line. 4:30. Janet Black able to cross the finish.
Oh, Kelly Friel. She's still battling on, trying to finish. She has completed the chest to bars. The arms are crazy tired. And now she's only got those thrusters to go.
Shannon O'Dell and Marina Novelli. Kelly Friel.
And those legs must be absolutely on fire for all of these ladies on the floor. It has been a massive challenge.
Odell just finishes. Jeremy, there's not enough points. Friel finishes. There are not enough points left on the floor. Stephanie Roy with the 12th place finish by the leader. Stephanie Roy looks like she may have just locked up back-to-back titles as Anna Kaldish battling shoulder issues, struggling on the bar.
Pretty emotional day today. No different for this division. The 40 to 44. They ride a wave of emotion the entire week. I think the realization now that she may have grabbed that title, and maybe all the cameras in her face as well. But the tears are flowing here in the H Pavilion.
Stephanie Roy, being just 40 years of age, aging into this bracket, said before the game started she doesn't know much about many of the women she was competing against, and said that's perfect because she didn't want to spectate. She wanted to run her race and control herself, and that's what it came down to on the final day. She did her job, and because of it, she's going to win the CrossFit Games 2 years in a row.
That's probably a good thing coming into competition, not having any preconceived ideas of where you should finish in relation to your competitors. Focus on your own game, and the results will come. And just like the 45-49 for the men battle that went on back and forth, this battle went back and forth. Joey Kimden pretty proud of her efforts as well. McAdam getting the win. It's in event number 11.
That's the first event win for Karen McAdam here at the 2018 Games, trying to play foil.
That's it. McAdam getting out, taking that lead with those really fast, efficient bar muscle ups, like almost flawless with that hip getting up close to the bar and just that quick turnover. That allowed her to get into the pull-ups, get through them really quick, and just get out to that lead and stay comfortable. If you can stay comfortable in something that's called Fran. But a great result for Karen McAdam. Finish for Roy. Joey Kimden to the left, and those legs just have refused to work for Stephanie as she comes over, and it's not going to trigger that time until that timing chip on the left ankle comes over the red finish mat. But it doesn't matter. She's had a great 4 days of competition.
Stephanie Roy, the lone Canadian in the top 10, winds up third in the event, which is good enough to put her at the top of the leaderboard. Stephanie Roy is a 2-time CrossFit Games champion.
Even with that trip over the bar at the very end, you still got the points that you needed to get to the top of the leaderboard, and you're a little bit emotional right now. What's going through your mind?
It's all the work this last year and all the preparation, the hard work, and it was tough this week. Always got 1-2 bad finish. It's a release now.
Now, it's definitely a huge competition. You said you've been flip-flopping at the top of the leaderboard. There also seems to be a lot of camaraderie down here on the floor between you ladies. You all are friends, is that correct?
It's always like this. I am always missing this picture. Girls are friendly, and it's a good thing.
We'll get you in that picture 1 second. One last question for you moving forward. Do you take a break? Do you go straight back into training? What is your plan?
Of course, I'm going to take a break, but I'm not going to stop. I'm going to do what my coach told me. If it's 2 weeks, it's 2 weeks. If it's 1 month, it's 1 month.
Hopefully we see you again. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Stephanie Roy, CrossFit Games champion. First time in the 40 to 44 age bracket. She picks up right where she left off a year ago.
That's a good reason why you do miss the photo at the end of the competition, because you are doing the winner's interview. But jumping up that division proved to be no challenge. Stephanie Roy.
She takes the crown and she takes the glory. It's Stephanie Roy's floor.
Was it?